What's good, people? Welcome to Two Wheel Talk. Today I'm doing a bit more work on the Suzuki GS650GT. Problem that I'm having with it at the moment is when I kick it into first gear, it jerks forward and stalls. And I think maybe the clutch cable is worn, or the clutch isn't pulling and disengaging the clutch enough, or worse come to worse, the clutch itself is worn or not engaging, or the plates are stuck together. So the first thing I'm going to do is try and tighten up the clutch cable, because I don't think the clutch is pulling it enough, and then maybe change the clutch cable to a newer one because it's really stiff to pull. And then yeah, if that doesn't work, then it could be a replace the clutch job, which I'll do myself. Never done it before, but it can't be that hard, can it? So let's have a look at this clutch arm, this lever. So here's the clutch arm, or the disengage arm, whatever you want to call it. When I pull the clutch, that's how much it moves. Let's go up here. So it doesn't seem like much, to be honest. I don't know if it's pulling enough to disengage the clutch, and I've got the tightening mechanism all the way out, basically. It's like a thread or two more, but there's not much left in it. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to remove this bolt, take this off and move it out this way a little bit so that it's further on the teeth here, and then see if that pulls it in a bit more. 10mm ratchet spanner. I really like these. These are good. Alright, that's tighty. Lefty loosey. That wasn't even tight, to be honest. Take that out. Let's put that here. Nice and safe. And then I'm gonna try and see, can I get that off? I'm gonna have to tap it up, so let me get something to tap that up and I'll come back. Alright, so I've taken the lever off the splines. The splines seem okay. What I've done, I just got one of these, slid it under there and just kind of pried it up. That worked a charm. So I'm just gonna move it to a new position, just a little bit more, because it was kind of like that before, so it didn't really have much movement. So maybe if I move it to here, if I can, try and give it a bit more pull. I might have to pull the clutch cable out a bit more so that I can get it at a more 90-degree angle. But let me see, let me go try and do that and I'll come back. I'm not really sure what's happened with this before, but it's clearly been cut and welded back together at some point, and it looks like it was broken there as well. See that? So many things about this bike that are just weird and odd. Alright, so I've taken this off, this little spline arm thing that goes on here. I'm going to order another one because this one's pretty finished. When I'm pulling the clutch, this is bending and opening. So that's one point where this arm isn't applying enough pressure to fully pull the clutch around, or to pull it to engage this. And I can imagine this just snapping, not at any point, but yeah, I don't understand why you wouldn't just buy a new one of these or a used one, because it can't be that expensive. So I'm going to take this off, replace it with a new one. I'm going to take this clutch cable out and get another one. So I'm also going to take these levers off, this and this master cylinder. I mean, just look at it. And this is horrible. I'm going to get rid of all this. In fact, this actually looks empty. Now that I look in the window, oh, maybe I see some bubbles. It's hard to tell actually, but it's ugly. And yeah, replace it with some nice shorties. So pretty simple, just undo this and voila, it's gone. Bang, and that's gone. I don't know about these handlebars. I think I'm going to change them to some higher tracker kind of bars. Just get rid of that. Let's do the other side. Other side's a bit trickier actually because it's behind this, so I'll do that and come back. Okay, so those controls are all off now, and it's just the handlebars. I left that on for now. I wonder if I could change these controls because they're really ugly too, man. I mean, look at that. Or should I just keep the classic controls? They do work. This light, I might keep the original light. There's nothing wrong with it. This cluster, I might just get rid of that bit in the middle, actually. That's the ugly part, really. Oh, I'll see. I don't know what I'm going to do about the cluster. But yeah, the main thing is to get it running properly with this clutch. Oh, ricey. But yeah, to get this clutch running and changing gears without jumping out of gear, and then I can move on. The engine's got to be sound before all of this lovely S-Veg stuff. So yep, I'll come back soon. So I've removed the clutch cable. It is kind of old. I didn't bother taking off the throttle cable because when I looked at it, it looked quite new. It's in there. Don't know if you can see it. There. You can't really see it, but yeah, it looks quite new. This, however, didn't look as new. But yeah, it wasn't too bad, to be honest. I'll keep it as a spare. But yeah, I'll replace it with a new one and then see how that changes things. And I contacted a guy on eBay about this actuator lever. A guy who's breaking a GS650 on eBay. Hopefully he'll have one of those. There actually weren't so many, so maybe that was why the person done this. And I actually snapped this trying to turn it with the old clutch cable. Busy out there, eh? Police, ricey cars. So yeah, that was gonna go eventually, so it's better that I snapped it now. Just a little bit of force, but yeah, you can see how this has been welded together and bodged. And the ones, it's interesting because the ones that are new or old, like the used ones that are coming off another bike, they're a lot shorter than this. They're like that short, just that short. So that probably had a lot to do with it as well. Maybe too much travel, or this was too far out. Who knows? We'll see when it comes how different it is and how much of a difference it makes.